So I run this group on Facebook called Interior Weather and Wilderness Watchers. We got almost 43,000 people on there. I'm Joey, only Caribbean Weather Dude. Hit like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. Tell a friend. I need to grow this channel, man. I need to grow. I'm dying to get viewership. It's the viewership, the ad revenue, and the channel members that make it possible for me to keep making content. And I'm literally starving trying to do it. But hey, this is heartwarming. So a member of the group has asked the question, who's got the most accurate forecasts in BC? And let's look at the answers here. There it is. This is bad news. My God. Try mopping this. Is there a general consensus in the group on which weather forecasting service is the most accurate for the BC interior? Asked Rob Carter. And he says, I know different apps, media use different computer modeling. I'm just tired of checking them all and getting conflicting results. Global Okanagan is the least accurate. Thanks for all your input, and appears Joey Only's YouTube page is the place to be. I will like and follow him there. That's great news. Thanks, Rob Carter. So let's have a look at some of these comments, because I gotta take a moment to say, like, hey, I really appreciate the fact that people really respect and love me out there. I really do. And when you see my videos up there, hit play, because that ad revenue that I get from YouTube, it literally feeds me. It literally, those couple cents for each view adds up fast in a month, right? Same with being a Patreon member, same with being a channel member. Those are ways you can support me. Even just subscribing, just liking, just sharing, just helping the algorithm so my channel could grow. I wanted to get to 10,000 subscribers this year. Never happened. Now, if I'm the best in BC interior, if all these people are right, we'll look at this in a second. If all these people are right, why do I have like $400 in my bank right now, which is great, and I'm thankful. It's all you that have done that for me. At the same time, it's like, this is how you treat your best. BC, I've applied for jobs forecasting for wildfire service and never got the jobs. It's like, I've put myself out there. I've done radio forecasting. I've done television. I've put myself out there, and I've not ever gotten past this level of like, just keeping my head above water. Joey's always right, says Teresa. Thank you. Joey's always accurate, says Karen. Joey gets it right, says my friend Liz down there. Romana. Joey gets it spot on for Shuswap as well. The rest of BC. I live in Vernon, says Nancy, and I follow Joey. Joey, says Don, right on. Go watch Joey's forecast on YouTube. He's seldom wrong, and he's great at explaining the forecast. Thanks, Aaron. That's really kind of you. Joey seems to know what area is getting and gets some pretty spectacular pictures. He's better than the rest. I do. I go out there and I get struck by lightning. I get struck by lightning to get you videos, and only like 500 people watch the video of me getting struck by lightning. It's like, what does a guy have to do to get attention? What do I have to do? I have to get fucking struck by lightning. It's not good enough for you. Okay, I find Joey the only accurate weatherman around, period. He's so intelligent. Thanks, Charmaine. That's really nice of you. I live in the Shuswap. Joey has the best correct weather info. I don't bother anymore with other weather sites. So they're all different and most times wrong. Joey's YouTube channel is awesome. I'll tell you, Jackie, I do bother checking all those other forecasts. Maybe I don't check global or those like whatnot, but I check the modeling systems that those forecasters use, right? So I don't know if they use GFS or if they use Ensemble or ECMWF. I like to use the HRDPS a lot now for short range Canadian models. Whatever model they're using, I'm checking the same models that their television forecasters you watch are watching. And I'm deciding by looking out my window often, like, well, what's going on here? Well, it's, right now in Wells, it's 21.2 degrees, right? So it's like, look at 21.2. I can look at the humidity, look at the clouds outside, look at the way things are moving, then look at the forecast and say, like, well, which one of these models or which combination of these models seems to make most sense compared to what I'm seeing? Now, if you're in Toronto forecasting for the British Columbia interior or in Vancouver, that's going to be a lot harder for you to do. You could be very, very, very good. And the thing is, like, I'm not the best. I'm sure the best works for BC Wildfire Service. The best forecaster for the interior works for Environment Canada. So I'm the best you got. I'm the best you see every day, talk to. I'm the best who you can send a message to, and we'll get back to you more often than not. Not always. Sorry, sometimes I get flooded and don't see them all. Joey only, says Joy. Thanks, Dorothy. There, has anyone mentioned Joey yet? Says Mike. I was like, I like this. hit the laugh there. Okay, the only one to follow is Joey only, says Lorene. Been a couple years now, and he's been spot on every time. Try Joey only on Facebook. Joey only and AccuWeather. Right on. Yeah, I like AccuWeather. Okay, 100%. Pacific Northwest Weather Watch is a good one. John Foster can't give me the credit, but and that's not his way of dissing me though, because we do talk weather. I know he's trying to say something different, just because like, well, it's all the same answer. You're great, John. You're a wild man. I hope things are good in Clearwater. For you, I check AccuWeather and Weather Network. Joey has them beat by a mile for accuracy. Yeah, like I say, the Weather Network guys, like, are they in Vancouver or are they making their episode? Are they forecasting out of Toronto? Like, I don't know on any given day. Joey's not 100%, but far away the best, especially for more than 24 hours out. And that's true. I'm not 100%. One thing I don't do often is say, like, expect this exact temperature in Quesnel on this exact day at this exact hour. Like, I don't do that. You know, you'll hear me be more general. So that makes it easy to be accurate when you're being general. But of course, that means I'm not 100% because I'm being general. It's like, well, we're going to be in the high 20s today, somewhere between 26 and 28 in Quesnel. 27 in the afternoon is probably reasonable. Maybe a little warmer, maybe a little cooler. Some rain moving through the area. Thunderstorms not going to be near Quesnel, though. Probably going to be. So as I'm talking about today's weather, down North Thompson more. Maybe we'll see things pop up in the South Caribbean. The moving is like, try to be somewhat generalistic, right? So sometimes, I agree with this, is what I'm saying. Global has always been wrong, says Hilda Haas. Right on. And Joey only is my go-to guy, says Michelle Lynn LaCavera. Linda Murray says, Joey. Follow Joey. He's the best. Thanks, everybody. I'm really enjoying reading this right now. Medio Blue suits me. Good call. I agree. Joey every time. Joey's the best. I'm not the best, though. I'm not the... Okay. Go with Joey only. He's my only source I depend on. Pun intended. I totally depend on Joey, says Olive. Joey's accurate. Joey for the win. Yeah, I think it's like a hard win. Hard to get accurate forecasts for Vail Mount with the Rocky Mountain Trench and the Caribou, Monashi, Rocky Mountains, North Thompson, Canoe, and Robson Valleys. It's anyone's guess whichever way the wind's blowing, says Judy. I agree. Joey. Tagging Joey, says Colleen. Right on. The Caribou Weather Dude, Joey, only best accurate weather forecast you can get. Go watch him on the YouTube. Says Gordy. Joey's the most accurate. Bag Liquor, says Dale Garrett. I think that's okay. You get a laugh out of me. I agree. Joey only is the best, says Linda. This is the best thing I ever saw in my life, I said. I'm going to take this moment to pitch my channel then, if that's the case. Joey, and someone said, yes, you can pitch your channel there. Joey's super accurate, says Daphne. Is there a trend here? Joey's the most accurate. Have you subscribed to my channel yet, folks? Look what all these good people are saying here. I didn't tell them to say this there. Joey's on Blue Sky too, a little bit. Yep. Joey's always right. Joey, of course. Joey only. Joey gets my vote. Spot WX Online is pretty damn good. I agree. The models are generally spot on, but this year's been special in terms of unpredictability. I agree with that too, especially as we have a number of things that are affecting the forecasting services to our south, which affects our forecasts. I found the last couple of years Joey's exceptionally accurate, says Bonnie. None of the conventional ones are accurate. Joey's always right, says Evelyn. I would love to pay for his weather forecast because I need an accurate one. You can, by the way. I have a Patreon page. Watch this here. www.patreon.com/interior. Oops, I can't spell right now because I'm looking. Interior Weather Watchers. Not wanting to be a shit disturber, but it sounds like we could sponsor Joey. He does an awesome job and is quite more accurate than any of the conventional meteorologists. I would love that. I would love that. What would be a pair of price for a year-long membership? Hey, Evelyn says CBC sucks. No. Johanna Wagstaff, she's awesome. I'm totally in love with her. She's a great person, great human being. Talk with her, friendly, wonderful, brilliant, intelligent person, but lives in Vancouver, so it's very hard for them to look out their window and be like, what's going on in the BC interior today? And I have that limitation myself, even with the South interior, even with the Peace. I give a really good forecast for the Caribou, Sometimes I'm having to do what they have to do when it looks like the southern interior. But I guess being in the interior still makes it a little easier to guess. So I recommend. Joey says Kelly, thank you. Says Bonnie, says Joey. Yep, says Glenn. Joey's the only one who gets it right every time. Says Leslie. Michelle Ober says Joey's only spot on when he says batten down the hatches. You listen. That's right. I don't fuck around when I say it. I mean it. If you want to know what's happening on the coast, Cliff Mass, based in Washington, yeah, there's a couple of Pacific Northwest Weather Watch, too, that John Foster did mention up there. I'm subscribed to that channel. Great channel. I totally agree. And I agree with John Foster's comment, too, that the orographic lift makes forecasting in BC hard. If you're here, it's a lot easier to guess. Joey's always right. Check out his YouTube. Thank you. Joey's the best. YR.no is pretty accurate. Never seen that one. Okay. So you get the point here. We're coming to the end of the Ask Kiss, and oh, look at that! Even Tyler, who's in the room right now, he's peeking around the corner. Okay, I'm gonna read your 2 cents here in a second. Joey's always spot on. My Weather Network app doesn't even come close to his forecast there. AccuWeather and Joey without the political opinions. Too bad. You get what you fucking get with me. I tell you truth. Whether it's Weather or World or whatever. The Lightning app, you spelled lightning wrong. Okay. Joey only, Mark Ingalls, Environment Canada, right on Barb. Other than that, they're all wrong. I'm sick of checking. But yeah, like I say, I check a lot of those modeling systems, right, and try to make a synthesis myself. And then, formulate it together to give you an idea of what I think is going to happen. So, when you're checking me, you're checking someone who's checking. You saved yourself the hassle of checking a lot of those other functions often, although not every day do I do my homework deeply. Some days I'm like, yeah, I know what's going on here, and shoot off the hip like I did today. For many years, I've asked Joey to give me personal forecasts for trips into areas where I don't get service. 100% of the time, he's right. Trust him over the main weather apps. I'll check other apps and toss out what the app says and trust Joey's forecast. Seen it firsthand in the lake when he says I said it's time to reel. Let's go. You have no clue what's coming over these mountains. We just got ashore. We got to shore in the bolts first. That's true. We were in danger there, and I said, wait a second. This nice day isn't going to be a nice day very long. We're in trouble. And we had a boat that was an electric boat motor. So it's like, let's go very slowly up Ghost Lake to get away from this severe thunderstorm. Made it just in time. Anyways, hope you didn't find it too irritating hearing myself brag a little bit. I'm just trying to say, support the dude, man. I'm trying so hard to get by. It's like, put in the Patreon, become a channel member, hit the likes, it's free to subscribe, it's free to share a video, it's free to tell a friend. Let's help Joey get to the next level, folks. Let's help Joey get to 10,000 subscribers. Let's hope Joey become more than he currently is. He cares so much. He tries so hard. You say that, and that's the truth. I do. I care so much. I try so hard. I've chosen to do this kind of bullshit knowing that it would cause me suffering. And there I am every month trying to scrape on by. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon. Subscribe.